So now that we've created our WordPress blog post, we've also included our podcast media URL that we uploaded to archive.org, and we're ready to go. So first thing to do here, let's take a look at the site's homepage. So I'm going to go up to the top there, say My Sites. I'm going to go to the one that has my name on it and click Visit Site. Now I have a clean URL to my homepage. This is where my blog lives. And the podcast feed URL, we just add the word feed. And that is where our podcast feed lives. Now, how do I know that? Well, if I look at the source code for my site, I can see that even if I search for RSS on the page, it's going to show me these options here. Here is my RSS feed. All right, it's blogs.acu.edu/my username/feed. There's another feed here which says it's for comments, but I don't really care about that, so we're going to move on. We don't need that. So I have my podcast feed right here, and the next thing to do is submit that feed. If I go to iTunes Connect, which is through podcastsconnect.apple.com, this is where you're going to go, podcastconnect.apple.com. And when I go there, I'm already logged in. You saw that it would have a login page. I have some old things here that you don't need to worry about. You won't see anything. Yours will be blank. Click the plus, and it says, oh, put in my RSS feed. Well, I have that. Here it is. And when I do that, I can click validate. It's going to take a quick sec. Apple is essentially checking to make sure that you have valid audio file, that it's all set up correctly. And sure enough, it says that it have a little green light, which is perfect. It says prepared for submission. Now, my blog's title is not great. I gave it a quick description, and the main thing you'll notice here is that this is a default PowerPress Blueberry plugin graphic. Now, I don't want that on my podcast. So in order to change that, I would go back to my blog. I can go back to the dashboard here. And I scroll down on the side and go to plugins again. And the Blueberry PowerPress plugin, I'm going to hit settings. And in here, you'll start to see some things. These are very specific for iTunes. There's a new subtitle, there's a description, pick a category, put in your email address, etc. And lo and behold, the iTunes image. So this is where you will upload your image. So that's important. Make sure you prep it so that everything looks really good. And you can then hit validate again, and it'll show you exactly what it looks like. And the only thing you do after that is hit submit. And you'll have to wait a couple of days. iTunes just makes sure that you're abiding by their terms of service, etc. And you're good to go. Now, iTunes is one place. You also would probably want to submit to Stitcher as well and Google Play Music for podcasts. So those are other great options. You can Google that and find them. I'll include the links. But once you've done that, you're good to go.